live, but we're not listed. So I got to go over here to YouTube and list this thing, get it together, so folks can see it. Time Coffee Talk. Too bad this thing is going to just go live and public as soon as I hit the go live button. But it is what it is. I'm just glad I can go public and live every morning, and you folks get the notification. So we're definitely public, and we're live at Live. So let's get coffee. Let's get some coffee. Listen to some Natalie. Wakey time.
Coffee time. My dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's listen to some jazz and rhyme and have a cup of coffee. Let me show a little coffee house I know, where all the new bohemians go to have a cup of coffee. Greeting time, the music box is beating time. It's good old-fashioned meeting time, so grab a chair and dig me there, 'cause that's just the place that I'm at. Coffee time. My dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's sing this silly little rhyme and have a cup of coffee. Just a little bit of Java. Yeah, we'll have a cup of Joe. Don't you know? 'Cause it's coffee time.
Yes, indeed. Time to wakey. Sip on that coffee. Get the brain going. The day started a super duper happy Tuesday, the 18th of February, 2020. Hope all is well and swell and totally hip and groovy in your neck of the woods. Hope everybody had a most excellent weekend. Of course, I haven't seen you guys since Saturday. So yeah, I enjoyed my weekend, even though I had to work Saturday until about 2 o'clock-ish, a little after 2 o'clock. And then I went, actually, before I left Oklahoma City, I went and had lunch with my brother at the Asian restaurant here in Oklahoma City. And then I went to my mother's house. So yes, it was a good weekend. I certainly enjoyed it. But it's Tuesday, and we're starting to truck on into the week. I suppose by Thursday they're calling for winter-like weather in our neck of the woods once again. So it is what it is, man. And of course, still I'm still knees deep into inventory. It is what it is. Man, that's good stuff. Oh, so yes, inventory is going slower than normal. I don't know why, but it is what it is. But, you know, I'm not going to really complain because we get the overtime in, and that means a little extra cash on the paycheck. Extra cash on the paycheck. You know, it's a groovy thing. Yesterday, I think the temperature, I think it got to like 60 something degrees here in my neck of the woods, which, you know, for a lot of folks, you know, on the coast, West Coast, and over there on the Florida coast, 60 degrees is pretty darn chilly. But when you've been in the chilly temperatures and it rises to 60 degrees, it's definitely some warmer weather. That's how it was yesterday. But I did not raise the roof yet. I haven't raised the roof yet. Stoner, good morning.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Good morning, brother man. Hope all is a well and a swell and a totally and grove in your neck of the woods. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. I certainly do. He needs his coffee. Yep. Yeah, I got to go buy some coffee this evening after work. So, yeah. So, also, in some Westphalia YouTube news, it seems like yours truly's channel is starting to grow once again. I've added, I do believe, in the past week, 4 subscribers. Yes. So slowly building once again up there. But, you know, I don't mind slowly building. I don't mind at all. And I like to welcome all the new folks who like to show up and check out my life in this Volkswagen bus. Because it is my life, man. I mean, I live in a Volkswagen bus. Like a lot of folks live in a home, 4 walls and windows, and a backyard and a front yard. I have the same thing, but mine just happens to be a Volkswagen bus. And my front yard and backyard just happens to be the world wherever I'm at that time. So yeah, man, this inventory is definitely not going like it did last year. And I think that's because they're doing things different. Not that my superiors decided to do everything different, but it was more the corporate decided to do things a little different. So I think that's why this year's inventory is going a little differently than normal. So I certainly hope my audio is working okay. I do. On Friday, we had a guest. I think it was Saturday. Was it Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday. We had we had some guests in the VW bus. We had a guest let me know my audio was a little janky, on the janky side sometimes, and so it might have been because I had the actual my phone, my live streaming device here plugged into power, and maybe that could be the issue. So if I'm still having audio issues, just chime in, say something, because that just lets me know that I definitely got to go get a new phone if that's the case, you know. Cool, sounds good. As long as it sounds good, that's what counts. Thank you, Stoner. Thank you, Stoner. I do appreciate it, my brother, my super duper brother from another mother. One more time for Stoner. One more time for Stoner. One more time.
Smoke weed every day.
There we go. So yeah. Stoner's on both PCs. Yeah, I got my laptop. It's nice to have my laptop going. It is. I only get on it when I'm at my mother's house, or, you know, in the evening times here. And that's mostly just to play my Roller Coaster Tycoon game. But I haven't got on it here in the bus since last week, because, you know, of course, I haven't had much time. As soon as inventory season's done, I need my kitchen table, my table here in the old VW bus is starting to become a little loose, where the screws screw into it, because the screws have been screwed in so many times, it's starting to kind of pull away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some silicone them in there, silicone it in there so it's nice and sturdy, because I definitely don't want to lose my table. It's just one of the many things tell me that I need to redo a lot of the interior in the bus this spring. I said that last spring and summer, and I never did. But I got to. I need to. And of course, my friends, stay tuned for this Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Not a.m., but p.m. That's 8:30 p.m. here in my neck of the woods, which is the Midwest Central Time Zone. That would be 6:30 p.m. over on the West Coast, 9:30 p.m. over on the East Coast, and everything else in between. Stay tuned for Blunt Jams. Blunt Jams. Straight up, man. Where we hang out, yip yap, and I burn a blunt. I get totally cadoodled on a blunt, and you guys get to enjoy the complete entertainment that brings. So yes, this Thursday, Blunt Jams right here on the old YouTube Westphalia Chronicles channel. And I just seen, speaking of the Westphalia Chronicles, it's nothing to do with Westphalia Chronicles, but it has everything to do with the old YouTube. I just seen on the national news dealio yesterday that the our YouTube dealio, the thing that's streaming to you fine folks right here, 15 years old. Yesterday turned 15 years old. Yeah. Wow. And it's like how everybody goes to YouTube nowadays for everything that they need. From watching this to watching that, to learning this, pretty much everything they need. Not everything, but pretty much. So yes, 15 years old yesterday to the YouTube. If it wasn't for the YouTube, I would not have met a lot of you fine folks, and a lot of groovy things would not have happened in my life. And that's straight up fact, Jack. Like where I was staying before here, way out there in the country at my friend Kevin's property. If it wasn't for YouTube, I never would have met Kevin. And how I met Kevin, my friend Kevin, was through my friend Drayton. Drayton over there at World's Greatest Kiting and over there at Dre's World on the old YouTube channel. Go check them out. Dre's World and World's Greatest Kiting. If it wasn't for my buddy Drayton that I've never met personally, we've just, talked over social media and stuff. If I never met Drayton, I never would have met Kevin. Drayton introduced me to Kevin. And Kevin gave me a nice place to stay for a few months way out in the country. I still got a place way out in the country to stay if I so choose to. And I definitely will be heading back out there, once the summertime and different time things happen. I will go back out there to visit and, maybe stay the night. But I hang my hat here where I stay now. I feel like I kind of keep an eye on things. It's nice. It's a nice trade where I stay now. So, yes, if it wasn't for a lot of things of YouTube, a lot of things in my life would not be happening, man. Happening. Ooh, let's get some more coffee. Let's get some more coffee. Last cup call. Last cup call. Maxwell, the coffee maker. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's hard to believe that this little coffee maker of mine, my little coffee maker, I've had for almost 2 years now. And I only paid $15, like $14 for it at the Blue Store. And what I say about the Blue Store, what's the Blue Store? Walmart, a.k.a. Wally World. No, the real Wally World is National Lampoon's Wally World. When I moved to Oklahoma when I was a young man, a very young man, I think I was 16 years old. That was the first time I ever heard Walmart, even heard of a Walmart, let alone heard of it being called a Wally World. To me, Wally World was National Lampoon's Summer Vacation. So yeah. Oh, Walmart. At one time, you could be a pretty good vlogger and head over to Walmart and upload your videos in a decently timely manner because they got free Wi-Fi. But nowadays, their Wi-Fi is not so great. And it's Starbucks' Wi-Fi. There's other Wi-Fis you can use if you are a YouTuber on the kind of like the budget or whatever. I've been using Simple Mobile is who I use through my, data devices, my data stuff. Pretty darn simple to me. I mean, that's how I upload my videos. That's how I stream, all that jazz. Yeah, super. McDonald's! Man, like when I was a kid, McDonald's was obviously a different type of place than it is now. It's like when I was growing up, it seemed like McDonald's, it's like most of your McDonald's had a playground, a play area. It's kind of a kid-orientated place, and it's still kind of a kid-orientated place, but it's definitely changed to an adult place as well, because obviously those adults have grown up around McDonald's. I myself try not to eat as much McDonald's. I don't eat it that much, but let me tell you, when I do eat it, I can feel it, the poison, because that's what it is. Trust me, it's poison going through my dang body. Even though I know it's poison, I put it in my stupid body. It's not stupid. My body's not stupid, but I put it in my body because I'm stupid. Stupid is as stupid does. And I can still feel it the next day. It's like, oh, this is not good. Not good at all. But when I redo the interior of this VW bus, more than likely I'm going to redo, build the cabinets in here, like the kitchenette. Either I'll reutilize the kitchenette, and the kitchenette's what you're sitting on right now. You fine folks are sitting on the kitchenette. But when I redo the interior of the bus, I'll probably redo the cabinets and stuff. And the kitchenette where you're sitting on, I would definitely like to put a small refrigerator so I can keep cold things in. And I would like to put a little propane stove, a permanent propane stove in here. And if I did that, you know, that kind of frees up room. Of course, I'd always keep my microwave in here just for quick, simple things. But I definitely want to get an air fryer. I'd like to get an air fryer for the VW bus that allows me to cook different foods. I can cook, like, basically baked chicken if I want. Just different things. But, you know, when you're living on a solo mission, like I am, you know, cooking, you know, and having just enough food for one person to eat is extremely hard, because you always overdo on the food. And I don't mind leftovers, but if I can't keep leftovers cold, then it's really no need for me to have leftovers. So yes, I'd like to have a little refrigerator so I can have leftovers, have some milk. I'm a milk person. I love drinking milk. So eat out. Well, I eat out a lot too, Stoner, but not there. I eat out a lot. Mostly, I try to eat at restaurants, you know, that actually cook food. Last night, okay, for dinner, I had Waffle House for dinner. I had breakfast for dinner last night. It just sounded good. The Waffle House was really close to where I live, so I just drove over to the Waffle House, had me some waffle, bacon. I didn't have any bacon. I had ham, eggs, grits, and a waffle and toast. That's what I had for dinner last night. It was scrum diddlyumptious. It was definitely a tummy filler. I enjoyed it. So those are the type of places I try to eat at places that cook food for you, you know. Yes, I'll go to like quick food places once in a while. Mostly those quick food places are like Subways, maybe Arby's, and that's my lunchtime. Because when I stop to eat food for lunch, that's why I'm delivering. And I'll stop and I'll grab something to eat, and I don't quickly eat because it's not good for you to eat fast, but I'll eat and then I'll go. I don't sit and like kind of kill time or anything like that, because I just, it's weird when I have an hour break, when I come back to my VW bus during this inventory time, I have a 30 minutes to an hour break. It's up to how long I want to have it. It's just like, it's weird to me because I like to stay very busy. I stay active, folks. This even occurred to me last night. I stay active until basically it's time for me to go to bed. When I got back last night, I got changed, got into my comfies, and then I went and hung out in the shop here on the property I stay at. I stay at a cannabis dispensary. I live at a cannabis dispensary's property, basically. So I went and hung out, you know, in the shop last night just to help out. You know, I have free rent, so I don't mind helping out as much as I can, doing what I can here, because, you know, they have not once, you know, said anything about me paying rent. And if they ask me to pay rent, I have no problem. It's like, here you go, how much you want? Ching, 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 ching. And I don't mind, you know. But that's never been discussed. The only thing that's been discussed is if I need a lease. If the owner of the property needs to write me a lease so I can establish residency, so I can get my commercial driver's license. Because the state of Oklahoma, basically anywhere in America now, you have to have a proof of residency to have any commercial driver's license, which is understandable, completely understandable, 100%. But it seems like it's starting to become that way, just to have a regular documentation, you know, driver's license, you know, and stuff like that. You definitely got to have a proof of residency to have a bank, stuff like that. You got to have all that stuff just to have a bank. It's amazing. And I have a bank. You know, how I did all that is through my good old buddy James. You know, James, he works with me and stuff at the place I work with. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have a banking account. So, and speaking of banking account, my friends, it's been going through my old brain here lately that I guess, you know, because if I want to make online purchases, I was told my debit card is not too well. Either I can go buy like a prepaid, where I can load stuff. Catfish! Here I am yip yapping and you're just bebopping in, man. Good morning, brother man. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, Catfish. Elsewhere 50. Good morning, Sister Lori. Good morning. Good morning. Making sure I haven't missed anybody else here. I mean, I get yip yapping. I'm sorry if I don't pay attention to my screen, even though it's sitting in front of me. Literally sitting in front of me. I mean, I'm not paying attention. I'm not looking at my, like right now I'm getting some Sage and Spirit ready to go. But I am not, paying attention to other social media devices. I don't know. I just get yip yapping. And I kind of space out. I don't space out, but I don't pay attention to the screen. But I'm sorry. You're in Houston! Houston, Texas. All my exes live in Texas. No, they don't. Thank goodness. Happy Tuesday from Oklahoma to Texas, elsewhere. I'm glad you made it safe and sound. Safe and sound. So, we're rolling into that time of the day. These little moments that we hang out go so fast. So fast. That's why I strive and I try to say we got to be grateful for every moment of the day, even the janky ones, because those janky ones is what makes us stronger, my friends. When we go through those janky moments and we come out, it just makes us stronger. That's how I feel. Yes, it might beat us down or whatever, but we come out stronger. That's cool. Heck yeah. My company's headquarters, offices, or corporate offices are Houston, Texas. My company's based out of Houston. Maybe someday they'll send me to Houston for something. Houston, we got no problems. It's a Tuesday, my friends. We'll be sipping on coffee in the AM tomorrow morning right here from this VW bus, if the universe so allows it. 6:30 in the AM. Here in the Midwest Central Time Zone. That would be 4:30 a.m. over there in Los Angeles, up and down the West Coast. 7:30 a.m. over on the East Coast, and everything else in between, man. Heck yeah, Catfish. Speaking of, Tulsa, OKC, if any of you fine folks are in the OKC metro area at any given point in the future, feel free to shoot me a message. Let me know if you want to hang out. Come check out the old VW bus, autograph the old VW bus, hang out for some blunt jams on a blunt jam night, whatever the case may be. If you're in my area, let me know. We hang out. Mikasa Sukasa. Mikasa Suku. I can't even speak straight. Mikasa Suka Catfish. And that goes to each and every one of you wonderful folks. My home is your home. Because what you see is what you find folks get, man. I'm pretty much the same. Away from live streaming, away from vlogging. I just try to stay positive, man. Because there's too much in the world to keep us down. Way too much in the world to keep us down. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for hanging out this morning. We'll see you guys in the morning. Be kind to one another. Love one another. Be grateful for every single moment and moments of the day, because we don't know. Peace and love and volts and Volkswagen grease.